Hey boomers, Sherry here to talk about calorie tracking and scales. So I like to use my FitnessPal app to help stay on track with logging my food and my exercise. So my FitnessPal is helpful for me, keeps me on track because I can look at the goals and the macros I have left and know if I'm going to be over or under. Um, Sometimes I forget the little things on MyFitnessPal, like putting down ketchup or part of the dressing on a salad and things like that. And I realize that if you forget those things, that quickly adds up to like 300-400 calories. And at the end of the day, you might think that you are on track, but then if you forget that kind of stuff, you really were like 300 or 400 calories over your goal for the day. So I know that since I've been working with Lance, I've really been trying to focus on being the most accurate I can be. That means that even in recipes, I'm putting down the seasoning, every little bit, because all those calories count. But I know it's been helpful for me. It keeps me going. I love being able to look at how many macros I have left for the day. Just helps guide me. So that's what I use. If I don't use something like that, I'm just a mess. I'll eat whatever I want. As for the scale, boy, I have so much to say about that. Um, I know Lance wants me to weigh every day, and I started to do that, but the scale is like a whole nother beast to me. It does, like I talked about in the first video, it does make or break a day for me. Sometimes you can feel your body and you can tell if you're like heavier or you're lighter. And sometimes I would only get on the scale if I felt light because I only wanted to see that successful number. And if I felt heavy or just whatever it is, I wouldn't get on the scale because it would just totally depress me. Still to this day, last week when I weighed myself, my goal was to lose 2 pounds last week. I only lost one. Felt frustrated. And it's hard. It's hard. I know that everybody says, your weight fluctuates and water weight and all that stuff, and that we should count inches and things like that. But I think the scale has just always been there in my life, and it's always been so hard. I always want to see that number that I want to see, and it's difficult. It really is difficult. It could totally change my disposition for the day. Makes my energy level go down if I didn't, if I feel like I'm weighing heavier than I should. It's just frustrating, and I know that I'm not supposed to let myself get down on those kind of things, but unfortunately, that's just part of the thing of being on a scale. So now I just weigh once a week and try to do my best from there and not get down on myself. So there you go. Shari motherfucking Lewis out, week 3.